Heading into camp before this season, the Simsbury Trojans had 3 players who were in the running to be the next starting quarterback. After an intense competition that lasted right before its opener, Simsbury coach Dave Masters chose to go with junior Aiden Boeshans.
But we knew he was a competitor, and we gave him the job, and he spent all season. He went with a quarterback coach. He lifted, he ran, he did everything he could possibly to set himself up, and he battled all summer.
Well, I mean, starting since the Monday coming back from Thanksgiving last year, I went to lift every day, and started throwing on the turf with just all my receivers. So Coach Masters told me last year that, he wanted me to have a shot at the job after I'd been moved to tight end, but I needed to sort of get an arm, which and so I worked on that as much as I could, and it's coming along a lot better now.
Masters' decision to go with the junior quarterback has paid off almost immediately, as the Trojans are 6-0 this season.
Yeah, he makes our life easier knowing that he's going to do the right thing with the ball. That you have an option to run him. If things break down, he knows when to run. He knows his reads. He knows when to do things. So he can turn something that goes, awry into something that's actually productive and makes. So yes, it is a good feeling having him out there, knowing that he can see it and he can dump it off, he can throw it, or if it breaks down, he's gone, and you can turn a negative into a positive.
Boeshans took over as senior lead in team, and he has flourished in his new role.
He does a really good job of just rallying the troops, and he does his job. He knows when he needs to step up in the big moments, and he runs the football extremely well, and he makes the big throws when he needs to. So
he has thrown for 907 yards and 8 touchdowns, while rushing for another 372 yards and 7 scores, while leading the Trojans to their best start since 2002.
Well, Tommy especially, but the whole O-line, just the whole offensive group was really supportive of me the whole, all of camp as I came through it, because we had probably 5 weeks of practice before the first game, so I was just overwhelmed with support from just everyone, especially the senior leaders that just kept having me keep my head up.
Boeshans is going to have to continue to keep his head up as the Trojans head into their biggest challenge of the season, on the road against 5-1 Southington on Friday night.
Well, just what we've been doing all year, which is what we've tried to stay in, is just take it week by week. By the time we got to about 3-0 is when I really started to focus on that, because I was like, it's been working. Just focus on this next game. That's all that matters. Last week, we didn't say the word Southington. We were just all into Manchester, all into it all the time, and right after, it's on to Southington. But it's just you got to focus on. So we're just focusing on Southington for this week, and we're kind of we know they're a good team, but we also know that we can play with anyone if we play our game. So we're just focusing on perfecting what we can work on, and when we go in there, just if we can do what we can do, then that's all we can do.